What do you do with your ideas? I hold them, said my client. I said, why? She said, fear. I said, fear of what? Fear of failure, judgment, misunderstanding. I'm in the wonder of what happens if you drop an idea into a conversation. What's possible? Suppose that imperfect, incomplete idea goes in and you step into your fear and not off the stage. What happens? What is possible? This is my story of how one idea dropped into conversation, energized and created a ripple effect that affected my neighborhood and my local community, and in the end affected over 20,000 people. So this is my story. In the year 2000, the YMCA offered to sell 4 acres of their land to a Lowe's home improvement big box store. In a highly congested area, already and largely residential, my community was devastated. And we thought to ourselves, we got together as a community, we said, what are we gonna do about it? So we stood at the bus stop, together like meerkats, and said, what is a better service for this land? What would better serve the community? An elementary school to solve the overcrowding in the northeastern region. This was actually a pretty complicated puzzle, a comprehensive solution. Everybody had their hand in the pie, and everybody wanted their solution. But if you look at it closely, all the pieces fit together. So we needed to have a conversation with the YMCA. Here we come. They said, no, thank you. Can we talk to you? No, fine, we'll bring the conversation to you. We showed up on the lawn, in the front, with rallies, and we said, listen, don't sell to Lowe's. We have another alternative. Hear us speak. Let's build a school. We can fit a school on this 8 acres of property. Let us talk to you. And they said, okay, we'll talk to you. 3 months later, the Lowe's deal fell through. We were ecstatic, except we had a problem. Our problem was that the school was too big for the land. We thought, well, we can make the school smaller or make the land bigger. Fine. I talked to my neighbor, who happened to be a public school architect, who created joint spaces, and she said, I'll create something for you. Perfect. She designed a building that had the school on one side, the YMCA on the other, and shared common space in between. Now I had my smaller school. We created that and a design plan and put a business plan together, and then we walked it all over the county. Went to the county council, the Board of Education, the public schools, the VFW, the YMCA, and the church, and said, listen to our community solution for what can happen with this land. Interestingly, the VFW said, hey, I got a great idea. I have 13 acres of land that I'm willing to sell, but only if it's gonna be used for school. No development. Ah, great, we want that. They had to negotiate land. They had to negotiate a price. And we nearly lost it because the land deal almost fell through until the county executive Roby said, listen, everybody in my office, YMCA, VFW, public schools, come have a seat. They created a land solution, they created a land price, and our idea took root. They broke ground on the Veterans Elementary School first. It's located behind the YMCA, 2 separate buildings with a shared access to Route 103. The transformation had begun. We were in a place where they had to fill 788 seats in the new elementary school. Interestingly, the community needed it so bad that they had to add 6 portable classrooms because there were not enough seats for this elementary school. So the community was on target. They named it Veterans Elementary School in honor of the VFW and their commitment to the community. It opened up as the Northeastern Elementary School, the largest one in the region. Over 900 students attended in the beginning. So our transformation was complete. The YMCA took the money from the land, poured it into the Dansell Family YMCA. The additional land that was sold became senior housing for 55 and over, an active senior community. Our transformation was complete. When you take an idea, you can step into reality. This is what happened, and who would have known from the beginning that this would have been a cross-generational solution to help the young, the old, and everyone in between. We would have never dreamed that up for ourselves. So I ask you, one idea, one community idea. One conversation, one community conversation. From idea to reality, if you let that idea go. So step into your fear, because you never know what is possible with one idea. So I ask you, what idea will you offer in conversation? Thank you.